Alright guys, so let's move on to have some more fun with our garment creation. So we have done the jackets and the shirt inside. We haven't done anything on the pants yet, but before we do the pants, we're gonna do the shoe first because I kind of want to have these military boots, and maybe we'll tuck those guys inside the boots, those two boots. I'm not sure yet, so I'm gonna do the boots first before we move on to the pants. Alright, I'm gonna go back and grab my body here, isolate it. I'm gonna duplicate this guy. And for the duplicated guy, I'm gonna Control Shift and grab the, turn off symmetry. Just grab one of the feet. Darn it, the English is hard. I'm gonna go ahead and delete hidden. So geometry, modify topology, and delete hidden to get rid of that. And then I'm gonna Dynamesh it. And then I don't really need the toes, so I'm gonna smooth it out. Dynamesh it again, smooth it out, Dynamesh it again, and smooth it out until I get it smooth result. Now let's actually show everything, and let's also show the original foot. I'm gonna drag my new one, make it bigger. To cover the actual foot. And I can also do inflate. Right, inflate is going to be underneath deformation. Inflate right here. So the inflate is up just a little bit more, right? And then shape-wise, of course, it's not going to be like this, right? For a real boot, it should be go up like that. Okay. And I'm gonna go also drag this part forward and that part backward a little bit, and the middle part also go up. Just to mimic the actual show shape. Don't really like what's happening there. Use clay build up to push that in. Just some basic sculpting and moving to create the base shape of the show. Go to the bottom view and take a look. Maybe I need to push this part in. Part out in the front. Smooth it a little bit. For the bottom, I can use edge polish to flatten it a little bit. Oh, that's too much. Anyway, basically I'm creating the base shape of the show. Width I can go just a little bit higher. I want this military boot more or less. So I'm gonna hold down Alt and click there and drag it up to give it more height. Right, smooth that out and drag it forward a little bit. Oops, let's also make it wider here. I'm gonna use clay build up again to fill in some more volume. Right, because it's not going to be exactly the same shape as the actual foot, right? It should be more like smooth and rounded, and doesn't really have all the bone structure around it, or or any muscle. It's just a big wrapper around it. Take a look. Now don't worry about the toe yet. It doesn't fit, but that's because the toe is modeled, or the entire foot is modeled without the consideration of having a boot. So we can delete this part eventually, right? So don't worry about that too much. Alright. And I'm gonna search for military boots, and let's see, there are many variations here. Don't know which one to go for. This one's pretty cool, but we have so many detail on the bottom. Maybe that's going to take a lot of time to do. Let's see. Maybe something like this, but we still have a lot of detail on the bottom. We can simplify it. We don't have to do everything there. So yeah, something like this would be nice. Right, I'm gonna move away. I think the shape is close, maybe not really having this part going up that much. I mean the tip, more flat. Alright, now we need to have the base down there, right? This base part. So I'm gonna go ahead and mask the bottom. To do so, I'm gonna holding down Control and change my stroke to curve, and then dragging out a curve. This curve is exactly like the clip curve or slice curve that we were learning before. You just drag out the curve and release, and it does have the mask. Now I kind of wanted to have a little bit more over here, so I'm going to change my stroke back to freehand, just have a little bit more covered here. You use Control Alt to erase some of the masks. Alright, and Control click to invert that. I'm going to use Move, holding down Alt and click at the bottom, holding down Alt and click on that to reset the orientation and drag it down for the bottom part. And then I'm gonna maybe scale it up just a little bit and move it forward. Okay, and then I mesh it, and I'm gonna go ahead and smooth this out. Now that's gonna be the bottom piece. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and have this one separated. Oh, I'm gonna use this actually as my base model, so I'm gonna actually duplicate piece before I cut things out. So I'm going to select this shoe, let's duplicate it, and then I'm going to use BSI, which is the slice curve. I'm going to slice out the bottom. Okay, like this. I'm going to Shift and click on it and do a delete hidden to get rid of the others, and I'm going to Dynamesh it to fill in the cap, and then do one more zero measure to get a simpler geometry for this bottom part. Now I can keep going lower by clicking on half and zero measure again and again and again until I get a fairly simple geometry. I kind of want the bottom to be more flat, so I'm going to use BCU, click curve, so I can really click the bottom to make it flat. If it's easier, you can also just mask the bottom part, Control I to invert it, and just drag it down, right? You have more to work with. I guess I have to Dynamesh it again. No worries, just trying to get a cleaner result. So here I'm gonna use click curve to cut the top and the bottom. Let's see, the bottom is more like here we're straight here, and then we have a little turn up, goes back in. Alright, then I mesh it, smooth it a little bit, move that guy. Alright, I'm gonna do a zero measure one more time. And then go for lower subdivision level, so let's go half and zero measure it. I mean, not lower subdivision level, but lower geometry. Alright, cool. And then if we go back for our original shape, I'm gonna go use Move to push it in so that I have the new shape I created. positioned at the bottom and covering the bottom part. Seems like I can make this part a little bit wider and move that back. For this guy, maybe I can move it up. Right. Go back to the original one and move it in. We're losing some more volume here. Let's see, looks fun actually. I can push the foot in. Otherwise, I have to push this out, which I don't want to. So I'm gonna go to the foot and push this in. Okay. Seems to be a little bit too thick. I'm gonna scale it down. Alright, so as you can see, the technique is basically the same thing over and over. Right, we're basically extracting pieces and then add that to the, or duplicate the model, right? Extract some of the pieces and then keep doing that to have new ones. Alright, so this is gonna be it for this part. We just created the base part and the base shape, and we're gonna move on to some more patches in the next tutorial. Okay, see you next time.